COVID fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna be doing work on that. Okay, real quick. It's me, Susanna. It's 10:21 p.m. and the flashing lights and all the action has now been cleared. But it was about 6:30 tonight when we had no less than 7 cars at the intersection of Chambers and Florissant Road, right here where we live, that got locked down. So, since the news is ignoring it and talking about emotional trauma of children and locking the place down, but you can still go to church and school, and something about Deerbergs and Schnooks with their contact tracing, because you can only go out, of course, to buy food. But they're lifting restrictions too. So it's the same thing with misinformation and disinformation. But as far as in Ferguson and all over the North County area, a lockdown happened, just like they talked was coming. Now, the officer was shot in the arm. The jackasses that made the move on the cop, somebody lost their life. So, of course, it's always about 10:30 or 11 where if riots start, that's when it's coming. But unfortunately, all the police presence has now been cleared while the whole city is going nuts. And this has a whole lot to do with the information that I put out explaining these things and having my audio stolen today by no other than who they promote in this war, which is Life Perplexed and CW Channer. G Mangos is talking about it. I don't want to listen. They're using that creepy technology where faces come out of faces. And I'm going to watch Stephen Colbert and see what he pulls out of his hat. So, it's 10:23. I'm just dropping this short and fast. But here again, my friend who was here could not even get home because the highways were closed down. Bottlenecking was happening at the intersections. And here we go. So, they still won't admit to the computer spreading the virus. The next video I'll do, and that'll be tomorrow, I'm going to disclose the code on Corona. And that has to do with some really bad computer technology and bad web bots and bad negative predictive programming that winds up being the war plan. The misinformation, the lies, and the theft. So, it's interesting that my last video, nice and short, and here again proving a very important thing, people only have 15 seconds to listen to. That's when you know the majority of the online community has knowledge of this and is in collusion somehow and is guilty somehow. That's why the kids are tripping. So, with all that being said, you can't be grounded by a couple numbers and bullets and some spellcast numbers, whether it's 11, 8, 6, or 33. And those were the 4 numbers that they cast on the Channel 4 news at the beginning. They spent the next 10 minutes talking about nothing but crap with infected people that go to the CDC and get a letter so they can go back to school. But see, what we've already learned about this, they lied about it from the go. So you don't just get it once and recover. It's like a life cycle of a worm or a parasite. And anybody that's got that funny, clogged, nasally sound that has to sniff, and all that stuff goes down in their throat, that is what they are now regarding as a word they like to use called Ebola, which is a parasitic worm type infection. Like I told you guys, it was about building your immune system, getting rid of your worms and parasites, and living a clean life mentally and physically, and quit forcing these kids to do virtual learning on infected computers from a global hack. Get it together. So I'm out, 10:27 p.m. Central Standard Time. Take care of yourselves. And oh, by the way, what a cool new little outfit I got with the, Jeep green, army green, kind of a thing. Joe brought it back from Texas. Now, and that's lovely. But the one thing I have to say is this. Always remember what happened with the smallpox blankets back in the day. So every time that you go buy something and you put it on without washing it first, you put your life in your hands. And I'm always telling Joe that. But I made sure to wash mine before I put it on. And I'll tell you what, I'm just a normal, regular sized girl, right? Nothing fancy. It's like they make all these clothes for mannequins because I'm surely not short or long armed. But like you can see, it's just regular. This is regular. See, I'm average. How many people could wear this? Probably not too many. And in the pants, I had to cuff them up twice and cuff the waistband down once. And going back to this glitter crap real quick. So I put this on and I could immediately feel pain from the crappy tag they sewed in so well. So I said to Joe, hey, cut this tag out, man. And when he felt it, he says, this is awful. And then I felt it and my friend felt it. And I said, yeah. I said, so they scratch you up, open your skin, and insert this toxic coloring and material. So be aware that simple things can infect you, and it has not a damn thing to do with a mask. Focus. You've already been lied to so many times you can't even trust yourself. And mock me. And I'm completely trustworthy. And like I said, there's a collusion against the truth. So for all the insane in the membrane, worm-infested freak shows, it started this. Get off my case. I came to help. So with that being said, it's Suze Pratt, the holistic stylist, ready to watch The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Peace out.